Spring is here, and one of the most common calls we start receiving this time of year goes something like this. I have a big fat bee flying around my deck and I am not sure if it is a bumblebee or something else. Today we are going to answer that question definitively, because knowing the difference between a carpenter bee and a bumblebee matters a lot for Pittsburgh homeowners. One is completely harmless to your home and the other can cause thousands of dollars in structural damage if left untreated. So let us start with identification. How do you tell a carpenter bee from a bumblebee? The number one difference is the abdomen. Bumblebees have fuzzy hairy abdomens covered in yellow and black hair. Carpenter bees have shiny smooth black abdomens, almost like polished black metal. If you see a large bee with a shiny black bottom, that is almost certainly a carpenter bee, not a bumblebee. The second difference is behavior. Bumblebees are busy social bees that move constantly from flower to flower collecting pollen. They rarely hover in one spot for long. Carpenter bees are territorial and will hover aggressively in one spot, often near wooden structures like your deck, fence, eaves or siding. Male carpenter bees in particular will hover and dart aggressively at anything that approaches their territory. They look threatening, but male carpenter bees cannot sting. Only female carpenter bees can sting, and they rarely do unless directly handled. The third difference is where they live. Bumblebees are social insects that live in colonies underground or in dense vegetation. Carpenter bees are solitary. Each female drills her own perfectly round half-inch diameter hole in wood to create a nesting tunnel. These tunnels can extend several inches into your wood and are used year after year by returning females. Now here is the important part: why carpenter bees are a problem for Pittsburgh homeowners. Carpenter bees prefer unpainted or weathered softwood. In Pittsburgh homes, they most commonly attack deck boards and railings, wooden siding and fascia boards, roof eaves and soffits, fence posts and rails, wooden outdoor furniture and window frames and door frames. The damage starts as a small perfectly round hole about half an inch in diameter. But inside that hole the female excavates a tunnel that runs several inches along the wood grain, sometimes up to 10 inches deep. She then lays eggs inside the tunnel and provisions them with pollen and nectar. The same holes are returned to year after year and expanded by new generations, which is how what starts as minor cosmetic damage becomes serious structural damage over time. The other damage concern with carpenter bees is woodpeckers. Woodpeckers can hear the carpenter bee larvae moving inside the wood tunnels and will aggressively excavate the wood to get to them, causing damage far beyond what the bees themselves create. So what can you do? First, paint or stain all exposed wood surfaces on your home. Carpenter bees strongly prefer bare unfinished wood. A coat of paint or stain is one of the most effective deterrents available. Second, fill existing holes with steel wool and wood putty after treatment to prevent reuse. Third, call Spectrum Pest Control for professional carpenter bee treatment. Our technicians treat active nesting holes with professional-grade products that eliminate the nesting females and prevent new females from establishing in the same locations. If you are seeing large bees hovering around your deck, fence or siding right now, call Spectrum Pest Control at 412-532-1380 for a free inspection. We have been protecting Pittsburgh homes from carpenter bees and all types of pests since 1992. Same-day service available.